This leader is provided to facilitate adjustment of focus. Please be aware there are spoilers contained in this video presentation.
Hey, Mr. Spaceman, if I go mountaineering in Wyoming, will you take me intergalactically roaming? Hey, Mr. Spaceman, I have a mashed potato sculpture to provide.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind was directed by Steven Spielberg, released in 1977. It won for Best Cinematography. It got a special Oscar for sound effects editing. It was nominated for Supporting Actress, Director, Art Direction, Sound Editing, Visual Effects, and Music.
I've seen Close Encounters a few times, and for some odd reason, it seems like a bunch of stock footage. It doesn't feel like it was... there's things that are really weird with it. I didn't think they needed the one woman with the child that went missing. I think they needed to bring something with Terry Garr, because that whole kind of thing going on didn't make any sense. But
let me tell you, if I was living with Terry Garr, I don't know that I would be going to Wyoming.
I realized that I fell asleep during the middle part.
Steven Spielberg has a very definite vision of what he puts in his movies, but it's like, God, I don't know what's going on. And then why am I trying to follow Richard Dreyfuss doing all this stuff? And then who's this lady that eventually kisses at the end, but they didn't really know each other that well.
Yeah, I really felt like that was not...
And I kind of felt like this was like what E.T. would become, where it's like, hey, we want kids riding around the neighborhood with the alien and having fun and doing stuff, instead of following some, I don't even know what job he did. It's a hard sell because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And then when you sit there and go, oh, well, and then he came out with E.T., which seems to be a little more feasible.
And that's one of the things about Spielberg, is that you can see his growth in the style that he's doing.
People want to make it seem like Spielberg was just every time he steps up to the bat, he hits it to the fences. That is not the case.
Dude, 1941. Woo!
When he misses big.
The thing that I came away with is and not that I have seen a bunch of these, but do you guys remember a TV show called Joan of Arcadia?
No.
I want to say it was early 90s, kind of a teen drama soap kind of thing. But
Are you a big teen drama?
I am, you know it.
Pretty Little Things. Dawson's Creek.
The thing that I thought was interesting about that show was it was a young girl who started talking to God.
Who are you?
I'm God.
You're what?
And God would have her go and do this and that and the other.
I won't look like this the next time.
That idea of, how do you know if you're crazy or if you have been chosen by God to do this thing, or, been injected with memory things from aliens? But that idea of, are you brave enough to go and do the thing that...
Are you brave enough to be crazy? And
yeah. Or are you just going to say, well, I think I may be wackadoo and need to go and get some treatment?
I watched this with the kids, and Chandler about halfway through said, this guy might want to get some help.
Keeps making some mountain and kind of acting strange, where you're just I never really felt like I cared that much of what was going on. You didn't really know how their relationship was. And it's then all of a sudden she's gone. And he's like, now I can make a mountain in my house.
The biggest message from this movie is that sometimes seeing a mental health professional is necessary. or maybe if he had just played the ukulele, all of this wouldn't have happened.
Were there any ukuleles?
There were not any ukuleles.
No.
This is the one alien movie. The aliens don't come down and just start attacking everybody.
I think he was good at showing a sense of childlike wonder for aliens.
That being touched my head, I felt every emotion in its purest form.
All the wide shots they do that had the night sky was just whoa, it was black and the stars were really bright. The shot where the spaceship comes up behind him and then the lights go up, that's a great shot.
Yeah.
But I don't think that justifies the rest of the movie. Like,
I remember seeing Close Encounters in the theater, and I remember it being a lot more action-packed than this was. You can see a lot of where Steven Spielberg is going, but I don't think he got there with this. I give it 1 ukulele.
I also remember seeing it in the theater, and I think I fell asleep in the same place in the theater that I did as a 50-year-old. So I give it 1 ukulele.
I mean, I'm very torn because I liked it, but I don't love it. I'll be a little bit better at it and say a 1.5 because I did like it. I mean, it was about aliens and it was kind of cool, but I mean, you look at the aliens and they're so lame. There was stuff I loved about it, but the story was just not there.
It's over!